Hi everyone, how are you doing? Hope you're good, hope you're fine. You're welcome to Lawyers Info Hub. It's a pleasure to always create content on this platform. We are poised to making you better in your studies, in your career as a young lawyer, as an old lawyer. We are here to contribute our own quota to the growth of the legal profession in Nigeria, in Africa, and beyond. So we are going to look at things you must never do in court, things you should never do when you are in court. Court decorum is one thing many people lack. And in as much as everyone was taught at the law school, but many people have thrown to the wind certain ethics that have been taught, that have been, taught to them, and they just feel they can do anything. And you see, so many people have landed themselves with issues of contempt in court because of certain attitudes, certain behaviors that should never have even come from a lawyer. So I'm going to list them out. It's not going to be exhaustive, just a few of them, so that when you are caught and you want to do one of any of them, you just remember that I might land myself in trouble. So the first one is don't come into the court improperly dressed or trying to dress when the court or the judge is about to enter the courtroom. You see, many lawyers come to court and they just feel relaxed, they don't dress up. And once there's the knock that the court is about to see, that's when they start running up and down to try to put on their bib, their collar, their wig, their gown, and it's so disrespectful. You see, sometimes, and the judge will come in and will see them still struggling to do, and the court will say, and if for any reason you come in late, if for any reason you come in late and the court is already sitting, dress outside the court before you come in. Don't come in to start dressing. Just as try and dress up before the court comes in. And if at the point you're dressing, there's the knock for that the judge is coming out, please exit the courtroom. Go outside and dress up before you come in. Another thing you must avoid doing is gisting or chattering while in court. A lot of people are so, I don't know, this is a character, it's a very bad one. They are in court, they are gisting and their voices are loud. Sometimes you see the court trying to say, can you keep some quiet, or and they are still talking. That thing you want to discuss with a colleague, you can write it down in a piece of paper and just silently pass it down, or you leave it after the court sitting. You talk. Why people will talk and talk. Somebody is trying to do their case. You see some lawyers discussing that case in court, or the approach a counsel is presenting or taking in doing his matter. You see someone trying to counter that approach. You should have done this. You withdraw the application. It's not your matter. And if for any reason you want to advise or you want to let a counsel know what he's doing is wrong or don't do this, you can just write it down and silently give it to the person. But don't come and be saying you shouldn't have taken, don't withdraw or withdraw. You see, lawyers are fond of this. Talking in court is not good, it's not appropriate. It doesn't show you're well trained. Keep quiet in court. When it doesn't, even if the other lawyer is saying nonsense, can you just keep quiet? Later on, you can even discuss that with the person, you know. So, and most of the time when the court is noisy, the judge sometimes feels insulted. And if you're a person, a respectable person, you should not be found liable in what chattering in court, discussing in court. So be mindful. Don't press your phone in court. Yes. A lot of people are guilty of this. Maybe when there's a long list, you're just pressing your phone is ringing. Your phone should not ring. Once you're in court, you put your phone on silent. There are courts that once the phone is seized, they will never release your phone. Either you come back after 1 week or 2 weeks, or you have to do an application letter apologizing for that embarrassing behavior. And sometimes when people enter into this problem, they feel the judge is very wicked, is so disciplined or so hard. Why would you allow your phone to ring? As you're coming into court, it's for you to dress up and to put your phone on silent. Don't allow even your client, when your client is in court, let them know that the court is not a place you answer calls. Put your phone on silent. And you see, sometimes before the court sees, registrars will come in and say, please put off your phone. You see, some people will still not do it. Some people will still disobey, and in the middle of proceedings, the phones will ring. That is embarrassing. When the court seizes your phone, you have to, what is there? I was answering an important call. Somebody was calling me. There was an emergency. No excuse. It's ignorance of the law. What is not an excuse. So put off your phone. Don't be caught in that web of you answering a call or your phone ringing, distracting the court. So your phone can be seized permanently or seized for a period of time, or you have to be forced to write an application or even pay a fine. So be wary. Another very important thing you have to avoid doing in court, serving a process in court. That's not a good practice. You serve people in their offices. That is the respect the profession has given. Is that you accord your colleague that respect. You see, people, some lawyers are fun. That is, they have PhD in serving in court. They don't want to waste that money or pay bailiff to go and serve. When you serve a process in court, it is assumed you have an intention. And what is that intention? You don't want the matter to go on, or you want to ambush the counsel, or you just have this funny attitude of I can't come to your office. And some people find it very insulting. You see, some senior lawyers, no matter what, they will never receive a process from you in court. If you try that, they will even report you to the judge that you are trying to serve him in court. You should know my office.